back so soon. Hey, it's Midnight's Edge After Dark. How's it going? We haven't done this in a couple days. Good to be back. Where's my audience applause?
And we're already
Yay! How?
That's how I said this son of a bitch. I'm, of course, your narrator, Mr. Rob Robot Shlomo, coming to you from Shabby Road Studios. With me, as always, Mr. Tom Connors. Quickly before I caffeine crash, Tom.
I said hello.
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 Yeah, we didn't hear it though.
Hello.
And with us, once again, is the lovely, vivacious, ebullient, effervescent, and the internet geek goddess and sex symbol, Miss Mecca Random.
Hello.
Your introduction is getting longer and longer.
I know. Mechanical harpy.
I didn't even say YouTube. I didn't say YouTube harpy.
It's all right.
Tell me, what would you prefer?
Oh, anything? I don't know.
Way to go. Way to.
I don't know.
God's
All
sake.
of them. All of them.
Well, I'm going to be here for 10 minutes introducing you then.
Yeah, then the show's all about me. It's a win-win, right?
You'd like that, wouldn't you? You'd like that.
How could I forget you, my good time gal?
So,
They're asking if you're talking into a cup.
talking to what?
Are you talking into a cup? I don't know. Did it select a weird microphone?
No, hold on. Let me move closer. How's this, guys? Move closer to the mic.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, yeah. I'm sitting far away from the mic. I gotta get an articulated boom arm. Actually, I have one. It's just I can't attach it to this desk. So I gotta.
So you need a new desk.
No, the desk is still good. Well, there's not much room in here, so I mean, yeah, I'll spare you the camera, seeing on camera, but it's a mess here. So it's a mess, but it's okay. They say all geniuses are disorganized messes. So
My desk is disorganized. My office is organized pretty well.
yeah. All right. Well, we'll get to well, if I ever visit, I'll help you mess it up a little. So you're damn it, Rob. Everything was nice and neat. It came in there like a tropical storm. Okay. What do we got here for news? So Mark Hamill sent out a tweet after 3 minutes 24 seconds of banter. And actually, this photo, Tom, you got that photo?
It is up.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's what we should have gotten.
Yeah, and he actually had something similar to this during what was the Star Wars Celebration not too long ago. He had said something similar too about how he had pitched, hey, what if we were all together? What if we all did this or that? I mean, it clearly is something that's on his mind. That he's saddened about, because this isn't the first time he said something like this.
Yeah, I mean, just take a look at that. They're all together. That's what we wanted to see. All of them together again. Nope. Kathleen Kennedy wanted to have her strong female character.
Yuck.
Rian Johnson wanted to
subvert. Well, Rian Johnson is not that strong of a female character, though.
He wanted to subvert expectations.
Hey!
So.
Son of a bitch, who did that?
Oh, brother.
You did, you round-headed little mofo.
But he actually had to defend this tweet recently.
Why would he have to defend this? That's such bullshit, though.
Well,
because he said, what was it?
Because somebody took it as something against the new cast or some bullshit.
No, they're like, oh no, it promotes toxic. It's Chuck Wendig. Chuck Wendig and some other people, just some total, just some jerks are like, oh no, you shouldn't say that. That just stirs up the alt-right and the toxic masculinity of fans. And then there are the toxic fans. Like, dude, why? That was a nice thing. Why can't you just let us have our nice thing?
Well, okay. Well, this comes from Cinema Blend, or as I call it, Cinema Bland, from 10 hours ago. Star Wars Mark Hamill has not been quiet about wishing the new trilogy ending the Skywalker saga included a reunion for his Luke Skywalker, Harrison Ford's Han Solo, and Carrie Fisher's Princess Leia, General Organa. Okay, if it's a Resistance, it's modeled after it. It takes on a naval model, so it wouldn't be General. It would be Commodore, or wouldn't it be Commodore or Commander?
Admiral?
Admiral, it would be Admiral. But it would be Admiral, yeah. Definitely be Admiral. Admirable? No, Admiral. Okay. But it wouldn't be General. It would not be General, it'd be Admiral.
Well, you wouldn't have a queen that's elected at 12 years old either, so, right? Or 9 years old.
The suspension of disbelief goes right out the window. Anyway, so it wasn't exactly surprising or controversial when he tweeted a fan-made image doctoring a shot from the first Star Wars Rise of Skywalker trailer, adding Han, Leia, and Luke next to Billy D. Williams as Lando Calrissian. Hamill tagged that reunion photo with the hashtag missed opportunities. However, the comment under his tweet had this message. This image comes from one of the alt-right portion of the fan base, right? Bad look, sir. Shut up, you idiot. Mark Hamill returned to Twitter to share a new version of the reunion photo, this time adding his Joker. He explained and defended his original post, but lightened the mood with some of his trademark dad humor in honor of Avengers Endgame weekend. Saw a pic of me with Billy D, Carrison, and Harry. Posted it because I missed them. Nothing more, nothing less. I love the new cast too, and didn't mean to get everyone's knickers in a twist. Maybe I should have just posted a bunch of Endgame spoilers instead. Relax, hashtag relax and have fun, people. Winky face with tongue out. Okay. Billy D. Williams appreciated the Luke, Han, Leia, and Lando reunion photo and replied to Mark Hamill's tweet with his own light humor. You should be used to getting everyone's knickers in. You should be used to getting everyone's knickers in a twist. Part of your charm, man. Just like some Colt 45 malt liquor. It gets those knickers off in a hurry. So. There's the giggle. Most of Mark Hamill's replies have been supportive, with fans saying there was no need for him to have to defend himself. They understood he was just re-expressing his sadness at the missed opportunities of the final trilogy, never having a full OG reunion. However, some commenters argued the source of what you retweet does matter.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, it doesn't. It was a nice thing.
No, yeah, it was. Retweets matter! Especially if you are as influential as
dummies. This is why people don't fucking like you.
So here's my problem with this. You act like you can't get along, like you're not allowed to have anything in common with somebody if they disagree with you politically. Where does it say that? Where does it say I'm supposed to hate, somebody who voted differently than me, or looks differently than me, or has a different skin color than me? Where does it say that I have to do this? Right? It's such bullshit.
It's just that narrative that anybody who's against Star Wars is a toxic white alt-right male.
Mm-hmm. Which is total bullshit. It is total bullshit. And that's like saying that everybody who loves The Last Jedi is a far left weirdo. And it's just total bullshit. Where are the actual true liberals saying, hey, can we just get along, keep the politics out of this, and let's love this for what it is? Just because you retweet something of somebody that is of a certain political party, one way or another, does not make you affiliated with it or agree with absolutely everything they have ever said in their entire life ever. You're agreeing with this one thing that they're saying at this one time, right now. And that's how we kind of need to get over this stupid left-right bullshit. Well, I got really, really mad when I made my video about this. Like, I started slapping mad, right? Clapping mad. Oh, because I get so mad at these people. You know, they just, you don't attack Mark Hamill over this. Don't attack other fans over this shit.
This is a non-issue. It really is. Talk about my friend
No,
Jimmy.
this is just a good point, though, of how this shit has gotten out of hand, but yet they blame those who are actually being critical of Star Wars, not those who are just uppity assholes who got to fucking push their opinion and political agenda on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You can dislike the direction of the new Star Wars, be a conservative or liberal, and still, not have to. I mean, you could be conservative and still dislike the direction of Star Wars without having to bring in whatever baggage that may go along with that. I mean, there's a lot to dislike in the new Star Wars. Listen, I lean left, okay? I dislike the new Star Wars just about as much as anybody.
This would be like if Paul McCartney had posted a picture that somebody had put together of all the Beatles at their oldest points, okay? And he just like retweeted it, what might have been, and somebody comes back, this is insensitive to all the band members who tour with you now, right?
Now, you do know that people, or it was posted by a guy who was a member of the NRA, or was created, you do know that, but the NRA gun policies would cause Mark David Chapman to get his hands on a firearm so easily. You do know that. I'm like, well, no, that's not. That's kind of like that's what this is. That's kind of like what that.
Yeah, pulling in a political agenda that has nothing to do with it. Exactly. Yeah, I get what I get your point where you're coming from. Yeah.
It's just a nice sentiment. It's a nice kind of thing that like say, hey, you know what? Wouldn't it have been nice to have everybody back together again?
Get the goddamn band back together. What the fuck's wrong with that? Why is that such a bad thing for people to want? Why? Why is it such a bad thing for people not to want Luke to go out like a little bitch?
I have to get the band back together, man. You have to get the band back together, man. It's madness. It's madness.
It's basically this whole lifestyle and this whole culture of these. It's like that. There was this like I think it was like a Cheerios commercial or Special Case breakfast cereal commercial once, where the wife is there. She's eating like the healthy cereal, and the husband's like, "Oh, so you can take better care of yourself and be healthier. You're trying to lose some weight. Do I look fat?" It is that mentality of everybody taking offense at everything that is not even meant as offensive. It is wherein everybody has PMS is what it feels like. It's like your bitchy girlfriend's time of the month. Only it's everyone.
Clothes. That's why I refuse to buy a woman clothes outside of like a t-shirt, maybe.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter what you buy. If it just happens to not be the exact right size. Either way they look at it, they're either fat because they can't fit into it, or you're saying they're fat because it's way too big.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I just gift card in that case.
Exactly. Or gift card. There you go. Chocolate
and gift card, and if I really want to get something, I would just give her a gift card to Victoria's Secret, so we both can enjoy it.
Exactly. See, there you go. Now you're thinking on your feet, Rob.
Well, yeah. Then she can go and pick something
ding,
that
ding.
fits her.
See, I'm good at keeping a girl. I'm just not good at getting my own. Getting one. That's the. All right, that's enough. That's enough about me.
All right, next in the news, what do we got? We got.
Are we done talking about this? Are we done
what else do we need to say about it?
Oh, just stop giving the Twitterati, as I call them, the attention that they don't deserve, or more attention. Really, seriously, ignore these.
People. Come on, we were sticking up for the Star Wars guy who's crying at the trailer. We're like, let him be happy. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, exactly.
Let Mark Hamill and the fans be happy with this idea that we could have had something special. So get over it.
Yeah,
Jesus, it's not a big fucking deal.
There was a scene in Endgame today. You just saw.
They're acting like he was posting pictures of them all in blackface or something.
I know. And then he had to like apologize even. Like what? They basically
fuck
made him
that.
apologize.
When are you all gonna learn? Don't apologize for that shit.
No,
Come
I
on.
wouldn't. I would apologize for I'm so sorry you feel it's necessary to correct me on my opinion. That's what I would apologize for. I'm sorry you are so self-important, Cuck Wendig, or whatever the fuck your name is, that you have to shame Mark Hamill over something just because you were an idiot and got your own ass fired for being an idiot from writing Star Wars books. You were writing Star Wars books. And you know, now you have to go and shame Mark Hamill. You have to stick your dick into where it doesn't belong.
Right.
I'm just here. I'm just enjoying the smell of a new legal pad. It's got a unique smell to it.
I'm enjoying the smell of some legal something. What?
Yes. Well, would it count if the paper was made of hemp? I mean, would that be?
You know, they sell that.
Mm-hmm. So okay.
All right.
Alrighty.
Your timer there. Let's talk some Avengers box office news. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Please don't put any spoilers in the chat for anybody who hasn't seen it.
Please don't.
No spoilers.
It will be put on timeout.
Yes. Please.
Or worse. All right. This movie's making Bufo Baco bucks. It will probably have made $1.1 million by the end of the weekend, according to reports. Wowza.
I believe it. I think it's one people just don't want to skip because it's like the last one that a lot of people are seeing. Just in general.
A lot of people are getting up to have to pee in the middle, so they're missing parts.
Well, there's the Quartering actually did a really good video of like when to go without any spoilers.
Yeah, there was somebody who did an article about it too. But then I've heard there are some theaters that have put in intermissions. So if you're lucky enough.
I remember HBO when in the early days when I was watching HBO and cable, they used to have an intermission of The Godfather. We will now pause for a brief intermission. You know, so and then there was that famous scene. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, there's that famous music from the Holy Grail. Hold on, at the very end. That's just actually Monty Python does this a lot. And some players loading slower. So, oh, thanks. Let me down, media player. So yeah, I love that. Yeah. So, and then they come right back. It's like 30 seconds, and they come right back. I use
The
that
better
one.
Is this one?
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Yeah, but at $5.50 for a box of snow caps, no thanks. Go to the gas station.
I know, but it's classic. Well, yeah, of course you go to the dollar store gas station ahead of time and you fill up a big purse or something or a big bag.
Yeah, there's a Five Below. You ever hear those stores? Five Below.
Yeah, they're kind of like a.
I haven't, but I imagine they got to be like a dollar store is or a Dollar General.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, they sell all kinds of candy and stuff right next to the movie theater, like in the same plaza.
Oh yeah,
like
same kind of thing. Yeah, exact same boxes and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. And before that, Staples used to sell. When Staples is there, they used to sell candy. They knew the market. So, yeah. Oh man.
So yeah. Anyway, Rob, you got anything up about this yet, or I suppose I got to give you some.
What the box office?
Box office, yeah.
No. There's actually a story about Sigourney Weaver signing on to Ghostbusters. We'll do that in a second.
Ooh.
Who's that? Breaking news? That's news.
Well, so far, $1.5 billion US for Avengers Endgame. No, that's not. That's the first one. Damn it! What am I doing? I'm telling the future.
All right, here we go. CNN says Avengers Endgame has already broken global box office record. You want that one?
I got it up. CNN Business. Avengers Endgame has made an estimated $644 million at the worldwide box office. That makes it the biggest global opening in film history. And the weekend isn't even close to being over yet. The Disney and Marvel film surpassed the record held by Avengers Infinity War, which made $641 million for its opening around the world last April. And no, I do not want notifications. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, for God's sake.
I could let you hear the motorcycles outside my window. I forgot how motorcycle friendly Colorado was.
Well, they'll be going by my window within a couple weeks here. So what's worse is there's a fire station right up the hill. So you every so often I'm recording. I'll be recording something for Andre, and then I'll be in the middle of something dramatic. Then woo! I'm like, damn it. Anyway, Endgame, which has the Avengers return to take on evil Thanos, has grossed an estimated $487 million overseas, according to the studio. That breaks the record for the biggest opening weekend internationally, which was held by 2017's The Fate of the Furious, because men drive car fast works in every country, every language. Endgame already has the highest grossing 3-day start ever in China. The film so far has made $217 million there. The film rolled out internationally starting on Wednesday. Back in the States, the records are also racking up. Endgame had the biggest opening day ever in North America with an estimated $156.7 million Friday. That's roughly $37 million total. Ka-ching. We got a super chat?
And we do have a big one.
Whoa! PMG, $50 super chat. Hi, Mecca. I like science and turtles. So, guys, me and my bros watched Endgame, but before that, we hotboxed with the car. The car with Conja. We snuck models of Mickey's.
Walked out sober.
I believe it.
Yeah,
yeah.
Enough.
Thank you so
long
much.
Enough, yeah, it's long enough. Yeah.
Kids, don't try to probably be streaming after this stream sometime for my celebration of getting funded for Vegas. So,
yay!
Thank you again, though. That definitely makes up for us not being monetized. So, definitely.
And your GoFundMe is still up for it's still up. So share that with we can share that with everybody.
Oh, let me find it. I gotta find it. GoFundMe.
Well, I'll continue with the piece here. So okay, biggest North America, roughly 37 million, previous total record held by 2015's Force Awakens. So Disney pretty much competing against itself. Disney said Saturday that it now estimates the 3-day total for domestic for Endgame is in the $310 million to $340 million range. The current domestic record belongs to Infinity War, which made $258 million. While these numbers are unprecedented for opening box office, they make sense considering the immense excitement and buzz around Endgame. Endgame is the epic conclusion to the Marvel Studios' decade-long series of blockbuster films. Altogether, Marvel Studios has made more than $19 billion worldwide. Movie chains are running around the clock and adding showtimes to meet the demand of moviegoers. AMC Theaters announced Monday that 17 locations will stay open for 72 straight hours from Thursday night through Sunday. The film, which clocks in at roughly 3 hours, has garnered acclaim from critics, moviegoers. It holds a 96% score review on the review site Rotten Tomatoes and an A+ cinema score.
I don't think that's accurate.
Well,
yeah, if you kind of listen around to non-spoilery interviews of enough people, the kind of consensus it was a bit slow in places and a bit of a letdown in places.
Yeah.
I think this one's gonna sink over time. My initial score
Okay, that's the first I've been hearing. I don't know where this negativity is all of a sudden coming from.
Oh, I've been hearing it here and there in circles. Like, a lot of people are like liking it, but not liking it. They're like, "Oh yeah, the Russos are total hacks." Yeah, I keep seeing a lot in like just my comments on my reviews.
I know. I noticed two cameos: Chang from Community, and Yvette Nicole Brown. Chang and Shirley are in the movie. Chang and Shirley. Of course, I'm like Chang. Surely. It took me a second to recognize that. We got another super chat. Yes, old DM, old dim or old DM. Well, $1 super chat. Well, thank you for the $1 super chat. Thank you very much. I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah, we don't have like Mecha does. Sorry.
Yeah, my sound effects all are linked up. See,
anyway.
when they stop using Google Hangouts, I think they're getting rid of it. Then you guys can all have to like switch over.
Are they getting rid of Google Hangouts?
In
Why
fall.
am I sounding like I'm not?
In fall,
Yep.
that's what I've heard. Yeah, owns movie blog, did not like
Hang on a
Endgame.
Going
Clownfish
away.
wasn't impressed. Okay.
Surprised
I like
Doomcock liked it, and he hated Infinity War.
Google Hangouts chat and video conferencing app is going away this year, at least for some users. On Tuesday, Google announced that it is Hangout service shutting down for G Suite customers in October 2000, replaced by Hangouts and Chats and Hangouts and Meets. The app is going away.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's see. What about the web thing? The web browser.
Like the on-air one. That's or whichever one we use.
Yeah. Hold on.
They're asking me to bounce in chat. That means I gotta stand up again. Oh no. I hope my makeup's still on. Like, no one wants to see that. While they're looking up stuff. You guys are asking me to bounce again. All right,
I'm going to pat you on the bottom.
I'm sure you are.
And you're gonna like it, young lady. Yeah. So where were we? I don't know. Google Hangouts. Hold on, let me see. Google Hangouts enjoyed use G Suite, paid suite of Google Apps, which is used by companies and organizations. Company plans to shut down Hangouts for all users in 2020, but that hasn't been officially confirmed. For G Suite administrators, timeline is much more complex. Here, G Suite users chart. Okay, no word. Update. Google's spokesperson told us the following: the above dates are specific to G Suite customers and their end users who use Classic Hangouts. We will continue to support consumer use of Classic Hangouts and expect to transition consumers to free chat and meet following transition to G Suite customers. A more specific timeline will be communicated at a later date. Google is shutting down another one of its services this year, Allo, which launched in 2016, which never really took off. Okay, so the G Suite is shutting down, which is like a professional version. I don't know about the rest of them.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it. It's just something I heard. And I'm like, well, it doesn't matter because I stream through OBS Streamlabs. So yeah.
Was that you need a lot of bandwidth for that?
Yeah. Well, you need a computer to be able to handle the the OBS. So you need a pretty beefy computer for that, and then bandwidth. Well, it's adjustable, I guess. But yeah, I mean, whatever it takes to stream on Hangouts.
Well, Streamlabs and Streamlabs OBS are two different things. Okay, where were we? Yeah, thank you for agreeing with me.
We got past that already. Sigourney Weaver returning to Ghostbusters? Question mark.
Let me make a note. Okay, hold on. Time index. Got to time index this, people. We're trying to be a professional show here. Not really.
Yeah, but this is a weekend one. We're a little more relaxed.
What the hell do you expect for 10 cents and a popsicle stick?
I buy that for $1.
No, we don't have that much, Rob. Well, we do now, but we didn't until today.
Okay. Sigourney Weaver. Report claims Sigourney Weaver has signed on for new Ghostbusters film. The newest issue of Production Weekly has certainly raised eyebrows within the Ghostbusters community. Originally posted via the Michigan Ghostbusters Facebook page and spotted by Dave Pasaya, the report claims that Sigourney Weaver has officially signed on for Jason Reitman's Ghostbusters. While we haven't heard any verification on Sony's end as of yet, Production Weekly is typically a pretty reliable source. So far, the only stars officially attached to the project are Stranger Things' Finn Wolfhard, Fargo's Carrie Coon, and Gifted's McKenna Grace. We'll have more on the story as it becomes available. So let's take a look at Michigan Ghostbusters page. Hang on. Facebook page. See what they say. Because we might as well. I mean, Saturday night, none of us have a date. So
Well,
Speaking of
I'm looking at it, and they have, they're saying she's on the call sheet. It looks like, or in the star list, right after McKenna Grace.
Okay.
So Tom, if you want to click on the link there, I think they have that.
Yeah. I never realized Ghostbusters was such a huge kind of thing,
one that says Production Weekly, or which one?
I just linked it in chat here. It's a Facebook link.
Michigan Ghost Corps. Breaking news. Black Phoenix says breaking news. What's the breaking news, Black Phoenix? I love the movie, Rob. As you said, you don't need Captain Marvel. Just watch IW Infinity War and Endgame back to back, please. Okay. Okay. Oh, here it is. The call sheet. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Let's image a new tab. Oh, there we go. Ghostbusters film. Sigourney. Yeah, right there. Can we have you screen share? Are you screen sharing that, Tom?
No, but I can, I guess.
I got it up. If you want me to try it.
Don't matter to me.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay. Oh, motherfucker. What where are you?
I already beat you to it.
Okay, well. Okay.
It's hard to zoom in, but yeah, it's got a rename right there after McKenna Grace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Looks like they picked up a scoop. Like I always say, I keep saying to myself, really, Ghostbusters? Ghostbusters is a big thing like that? I mean, yeah, apparently it is. Yes. So
Well, yeah. It's because it's one of those things we grew up with in our childhood, and it's one of those things like Tom was saying the other night, where that's all we had was the good movies. That's why they're so beloved. That's why they stand the test of time. So you had just a few that lasted over and over again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, not only that,
care about it.
It was a huge hit too, to boot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why people care about it so much. That's why it's such big news.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even get through that thought. I am hung to the over.
Hell, Midnight's Edge was built on Ghostbusters.
Hey, I've done really, really well with my Ghostbusters stuff.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm not surprised by this. I wouldn't be surprised if we start hearing soon that the original cast is back. I was expecting them maybe to keep a lot of that under wraps until we even get like a teaser trailer. And then we'll get like a shot of the original cast, or at least most of them. So you never know. If they do this right and they take a lot of notes from Cobra Kai, we'll be okay. But we'll see.
Back in the game, breaking hearts again.
Oh, I've got one episode left of Cobra Kai. It's so good.
Back in the game.
You're the best. All right. Around.
What else we got here? All right, Sigourney. Well, like I said, Sigourney. This is good. This is a good move. It is. It's a good move. It's gonna go a long way to helping fans feel that this film is on the right track. We don't know. Of course, you don't know how big a part she's gonna play, but at this point, nobody knows anything about the new movie. So, except the few names that leaked out.
See, I hope they do this well. I hope they do it right, because I want good stuff. I want that Cobra Kai moment. I don't want to be covering the behind the scenes drama. And the news is going to try and latch that on. Like the day after they announced this officially, Scott Mendelsohn was already blaming fans and trying to demonize fans. It's like, yes, it's your fault. It's Star Wars fans' fault that we're getting it's toxic Star Wars fans' fault that we're getting a new Ghostbusters. movie. Like, good? Why is this a bad thing, right?
No, it's my fault. It's my fault. Mecca, I'm the one who ruined Star Wars for everyone.
I'm a loser.
So
You don't sound like Ryan Johnson.
right, don't say that name. So anyway. Okay, what's the next? We do have Star Trek news.
No. Other than I'm going to Vegas to, cover the convention and drink and get into a lot of trouble and be dragged to strip clubs with crazy people. Yeah, I don't want to. No animated Star Trek. No bad animated Star Trek.
Are you actually going to any events at the Star Trek convention, or are you
all of them? All of them, yeah. Probably all the panels. The Brent Spiner has a concert where he's singing the big band stuff. There's a Rat Pack concert.
Because you're gonna be drinking and engaging in debauchery. There's not like a whole lot of Star Trek stuff involved in there.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. You have to go. Everybody has to go. Go to Vegas during the Star Trek convention. It's awesome.
I may just go to get away from my brother.
Totally do it. It'd be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So
this is between me and that filthy cheap slut.
See, and then you could have like Midnight's Edge on location from the Star Trek convention, and they would throw us out.
I was gonna say they ain't gonna let us in. Are you crazy?
They got my picture posted over there.
Right?
They probably have mine too. They probably won't let me in. What happens if they don't let me in? I don't think they're going to.
Your hair and get some.
I don't think they would have the balls to say no, because then I would say I wasn't allowed in for making controversial content for discrimination. Yeah. So I don't. It would be probably like Star Wars Celebration, where it was a whole lot of nothing. Because like Jeremy was there, Jeff and from World Class, Ethan Van Sciver, all those guys were there. And they were left alone relatively, they were recognized a lot by their fans, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll just let you buy a ticket regardless.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna say don't let these people in.
No,
it's a big place, unless you're gonna go to cause trouble.
No, I want to cover the event. I want to see if there's any like actual news that I want to be the first one to see it and hear it, and I want to geek out over this stuff. I want to go there and squee over the Okuda, just the Deep Space Nine tribble. They're doing the Trials and Tribulations. They're doing a panel about that episode, about the visual effects on that episode. Like, dude, that's amazing. They told me to do that. And I want to go there and I want to see that, and I want to see. It's like so much Deep Space Nine, and that was the good one. That was my favorite one.
You squee. What you were squeeing over something recently? I can't remember what it was.
Probably Cobra Kai. Godzilla.
No,
Godzilla.
Yes, it was the Godzilla trailer. I was like, oh my god, it's so adorable.
But yeah, if anybody's out in there, you guys have to say hi. I know Gary will be out there. I think Anna, that Star Wars girl, is going to try and make it. There's going to be a lot of us YouTubers. Creepy Little Book's going to be out there. A whole bunch of us from like that stream, that channel. So yeah, great show to work on. It was. Yeah, it was Godzilla. Probably they're saying it was probably Godzilla that I was squealing about.
You were just like, oh, Kira!
He's cute. It's amazing. Did you see how awesome that looks, though?
Yeah, I did.
I was really sad that in Endgame I didn't get the Godzilla trailer beforehand. Spoiler, you might not get the Godzilla trailer that you were looking for.
They showed the Rise of Skywalker trailer.
I didn't get that one either. I got a stupid the Aladdin one, like the teaser one.
Yeah, I got the Aladdin one.
They had Lion King one. They had Lion King, Hobbs and Shaw, Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, I got Hobbs and Shaw.
Long Shot.
And I got the Anne Hathaway, Rebel Wilson, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels remake.
I got none of those.
I got 3 trailers.
Godzilla, and I got the...
You got Godzilla?
I got the new Godzilla trailer. I got the new Aladdin trailer, and what was the other one? Oh, the new Russo brothers movie, 21 Bridges or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, with Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't think there was any. Surprisingly, it was actually they got through the trailers pretty darn quick. From what I
Yeah, there's only 3 of them, I think.
Yeah, Black Phoenix. Yeah, Hobbs and Shaw. It's Fast and Furious. It's
Dark Phoenix. They did too. Yep, I forgot that Dark Phoenix. Yeah,
I think it's Dark. Yeah, I only got 3. I wish I would have gotten the Godzilla instead of that stupid Rebel Wilson one.
Well, there's one more story we can talk about here quick. A couple of weeks ago, we were talking about this fan-made trailer called Bel Air, which was a more serious update of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Will Smith has seen it, and I watched the video where he's talking to the director of it, and it almost seems like they're considering actually doing this for reals, at least from the way Will Smith was talking in the video. The way he was talking really was convincing that he would be interested in producing a show like this. So yeah, I don't know if you have the story up yet, Rob, but
no, I don't.
I got one from the Hollywood Reporter here. Whoops. So
last month, fan-made trailer created by cinematographer Morgan Cooper reimagined Fresh Prince of Bel-Air as a dramatic indie film rather than a 90s sitcom, went viral, and among those who saw it was Will Smith. Fresh Prince star. I gotta go. I was reading it off the screen.
Oh well, if you're gonna do that, I'll just read it.
Will Smith, yeah. This will come up in a minute here. There we go. Just take it from Deadline. I'm going to take it from Deadline because that was the first result.
Sure.
Absolutely no reason I have the White House Correspondents' Dinner on. Like, why is this on my television?
Because you care about those people.
Actually, I don't. I was watching. There was a shooting actually today in California. Had news on. It's just still on. Will Smith thinks a fan-made YouTube reinterpretation of The Fresh Prince of Bel Air is brilliant. Nearly 4-minute clip titled Bel Air was created by cinematographer Morgan Cooper. It recreates the beloved Smith-starred sitcom as an indie drama. Bad Boys for Life actor watched the viral video and posted a review on his YouTube page Friday. I saw this trailer that Morgan Cooper hooked up. It was called Bel Air, Smith said as he stood next to Cooper. This is the first time that I heard something, and I was like, yo, that's an idea that is brilliant. Cooper told Smith he grew up watching the series, which ran on NBC, stands for Nothing But Crap, from 1990 to 1996, and co-starred James Avery, Alfonso Ribeiro, Tatiana Ali, Karen Parsons, Joseph Marcel, Janet Hubert, and later Daphne Reed. Cinematographer has said in previous interviews that he used his own money to fund the slickly produced project. The up-and-coming filmmaker described his video as a reinterpretation that brings the story into modern-day life in 2019. With Will Smith's backing, who knows what the future may hold for Cooper. Check out Bel Air below. Okay, well, I don't think... Who owns the rights to the Fresh Prince of Bel Air? I don't think it's Will Smith owns
between him and Kersey Warner, I think, or whoever the company was that... Quincy Jones, I think, has a stake in it, too. Whoever it was that owned the show, but I doubt it's going to be something that would be very difficult for Will Smith to make happen. That's what I'm saying. I can see this happening. And this is right up the same vein as it's almost like a Cobra Kai kind of thing. It could work that way. I was dead against the idea when I first heard about this because we thought it was real. And they're like, oh, it's fake. Well, then I watched the trailer and I'm like, you know what? This could actually kind of work. And if you watch the way that Will Smith talks about it in the video, you're like, okay, I totally get it. Because he's like, the story of the Fresh Prince was the story of my life, but we couldn't tell it in reality. It couldn't be what it really was. I mean, people don't realize I went to California to get away from all the violence and shit in Philadelphia. He's like, all my friends were dying while I was becoming the Fresh Prince. So it's like, he's like, there is a darker, more serious side to this story that could be told here. And I'm like, yeah, this is one of those few times where I see something that could lend itself to that. It's not really dark and grittier because there's lighter elements to the trailer if you watch it, and you can see where this guy's going with it. And you're like, this could actually work. I could actually see myself watching this and enjoying it because
Well-
I was a fan of the original show. So I will enjoy all the callbacks, but it also does take this, more
Mhm.
serious tone.
Well, according to of all places, believe it or not, Cosmopolitan ran an article that said that TMZ said they sourced their information from TMZ and said last year there was serious talks about the Fresh Prince of Bel Air being rebooted with a female taking the lead. It says the company who owns the Fresh Prince thought it was a good idea. I think it is Carsey Warner, Quincy Jones, actually.
Yep, that's what I said.
Yeah. TMZ.
Warner Brothers
I
overall
just like
owns the
TMZ.
original show, though. I mean, as far as the like who owns it. But again, this is something I could see happening real easy. All Will Smith's got to do is throw some money at it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it's got his name attached, people will watch it, right?
Yeah, he still has a fan base to a point. And I mean, to me, I'm one of his old fans that I fell out. But this is something that, like I said, until I saw the trailer, I was like, come on, this is a dumbass idea. And I thought it was just a joke. But then you watch the trailer and you can see how it could work as like an HBO or Netflix or Hulu series. It could definitely be something fresh, for lack of a better word, but remade and rebooted or whatever from something we've seen before, which I'm normally against. But if you can do something inventive with it that does bring something different to the table, I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm not one who's normally against it all the time. It's just the amount that we've gotten of crap reboots and remakes and whatever you want to call buzzword this week. Frankly, I can understand how people be apprehensive about it all the time, but I used to be one of those. I never really cared too much about remakes until recently, like in the recent years, because it's gotten so bad.
Yeah, it's gotten really bad. Doesn't say who was filing the copyright, but it's probably Carsey Warner.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's one of the producers and has a big say in it, but this is something that's going to, and Warner's is one of the companies that Will Smith works with quite often, so it's not like he's got bad blood or anything with the company. So NBC might have a little stake in it, but I doubt it because I know it's produced by Warner Brothers. So, but anyway.
So anyway, yeah. Charmed remake, anyone? No.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to sit there and say that most of the time remakes are shit. They're garbage. But there is tons of stuff out there that has potential in one way or the other that can be remade. And it's not like I'm against it all the time. But when you have stuff like Ghostbusters that was pretty much perfect the first time, pitch perfect, and there's no other way you can really do that, and the remake kind of proved that, then why fuck with it? There is that select few, pile of movies and television shows and shit that just should not be fucked with. But there's things that we've brought up in the past year that always happen. Police Academy is one that has potential to be, as like a Cobra Kai. It just make the older characters the commandants and the captains and all that kind of shit, and have a bunch of new recruits of young, new, fresh comedians that can, carry this franchise into the next generation. That kind of thing is possible. I just picked a random example, but it's something we just talked about. That's why. But yeah, I don't know what you guys think, but.
No, you're right. You're right. Sometimes you'll get something that they really show respect to, that they do right, like Cobra Kai. Sadly, most of the time we just get Star Trek Discovery.
You're right. And Star Wars.
Yeah. I don't know. If something's done well, I'm sure anything's possible, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, anything's possible, but a lot of times maybe they should. Yeah, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Right.
To me, though, the rule is if you're going to reboot or remake something, grab something that didn't reach its full potential, maybe a little bit more obscure, that's not going to really trample on anybody's, favorite film. I mean, of course, almost every movie is somebody's favorite film, but there's always this chance you could find and pluck something out of obscurity. Like I said, like Willard was always one of my go-to examples, but they ruined it in the PG by cutting it down to PG-13 and reshooting the ending. But that was a great idea to remake a movie because the original never met its potential, but it was still well known enough, and they updated it perfectly. and just fucked it up by cutting it down because of stupid test audience. But anyway, there's another example of how test audiences can get in the way of this shit too. And again, this goes in with STD and all that kind of crap. If you don't make something that's going to be directed towards a specific demographic, but instead just make it for the audience, then you have a better chance at getting as many people as you can on board. And again, we keep going to Cobra Kai, but that's a great example. It didn't play to a demographic. It doesn't give a shit who its demographic is. Because Karate Kid is one of those movies that, yeah, you would probably say the most average demographic in quotations for the Karate Kid was what? An 8 to 24-year-old male.
Mm-hmm.
But I know plenty of women who love the Karate Kid movies.
Me.
Exactly. Those movies transcended what you would normally think a franchise that has that kind of a action, male-oriented kind of thing going on there. Instead, look at Cobra Kai. I don't know a single person yet that I've talked to that didn't like the show. I mean, I know people have had issues with certain parts of it and stuff like that. Same thing with Endgame, which we brought up earlier, but I've yet to meet anybody who's had a scathing review of it. Now, I've heard some people have had some bad reviews. I haven't got a chance to hear them or see them or read them yet, but I also haven't been online a lot since I've been to the movie either, full disclosure. But point being, though, is it's about the respect, and not only respecting the property, but respecting the fans and respecting the audience in general. And I don't mean to just, you don't have to just keep pinpointing a demographic, because all you're doing then is making the potential audience smaller and smaller and smaller. But anyway.
Yeah.
That's true. Or they'll listen to like the focus groups and stuff who are like, oh, we need more diversity. We need this or that. You're not qualified to tell what your opinion is, because you're just reciting something back that you think people want to hear, instead of like, God, this is why you need like educated critics. You need somebody like the YouTubers like us to actually be the focus groups instead of just randos, You need somebody who's giving an educated opinion, like an educated reviewer.
Well, the original Star Trek, the original series, was the first show to look at not just how many people watched, but who watched. But that has actually become an anchor in the way that they are trying to overanalyze who watches these shows, who watches everything. 18 to 24-year-olds, this group, tweens, millennials, baby boomers, spending power people in these occupations. These people are more likely to watch on Thursday. These people, this group is more likely to watch on Tuesday night. Do women watch on Monday night? Will women watch the Big Bang Theory? Would the 18 to 34-year-old women respond to a female character on the show? What if we change this character's gender? Oh, well, we need this demographic. Add a black character. That's sort of the curse. Like, it's gotten way too analytical.
Well, yeah, and we brought that up before too. It's like, and Mecca has agreed with me, and so have other women that I've talked to said the same thing. It's like, women like action movies and other guy quote unquote movies too, but they don't want to turn around and see the movies cater to them in the way these certain females see that they think it wants to be catered to. They want to see the movie the way it was because John McClane kicks ass and he's sexy when he does it, or Clint Eastwood used to be when he was younger. Same kind of thing. They want to see guys being guys. They don't want to see guys acting like fucking women.
It was like that Netflix tweet that came out the other day from the Netflix Twitter handle where the lady it's one of those stupid idiot BuzzFeed writers, right? In my opinion, in my full disclosure, that she's like, oh, I demand that we don't call these movies chick flicks anymore. That's excluding men from watching them. No, it's not. A guy can watch a chick
flicks.
Yeah, a guy can watch a chick flick, a girl can watch an action movie, or a guy flick, or a bro flick. It's not exclusive. It's just a good way to describe the target audience that the movies tended to be made for. It is not exclusive.
It's like a slasher movie when you say that. Yeah, it may not sound the greatest, but it is what it is. Call it what it is.
Yeah. And I love slasher movies, like the old 80s ones. They're great.
They're corny, they're cheesy, they run on a formula, but once in a great fucking while, you get a Pretty in Pink, you get a 16 Candles, you get, one of these type of chick flicks in quotation that transcends the genre. It can be done.
Right, and it doesn't, and chick flicks just tended to be the generic term for romances or the rom-coms.
Yeah. I keep wondering though, how many times am I gonna? Everyone. I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and it just seems like every slasher movie was just some lumbering madman butchering a bunch of kids, teenagers at a party. Say, does anyone seen Betty? I think she went to the wine cellar. I'll go check it. What was that noise? I'll go check it out. It was just like,
you're not wrong, and it's the same thing with these rom-coms. Yeah, you can pretty much just generically say there's a group of teenagers in a closed area with a masked killer stalking them. Mecca, how many movies did I just fucking describe in the horse?
A lot, just a lot of them. Pretty much anything with Michael Myers or
rom-coms are the same fucking way.
Yeah,
said girl loses job or boyfriend or husband, finds new man who fixes her life in a comedic fashion. There you go. It's the same fucking thing.
It's the same thing with sci-fi movies. It's the same thing. And then there's
sci-fi that twist. That's one that kind of can twist and bend though.
Superhero movies for sure. You have
superhero movies. Yeah,
the origin of like, okay, here's how they got their superpowers. Here's them learning how to use their superpowers. Here's them knowing how to use their superpowers.
Well, you were talking about chick flicks being formulaic around the Christmas or Thanksgiving. They start showing it. There was this one chick flick I somehow got roped into. Well, Kate Winslet's in it. It's called The Holiday, and don't get me wrong, I love Kate Winslet. Sophisticated.
I know the movie you're talking about, and I fucking hated it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. But let me just here's the thing. And I probably said this before. Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet. Kate Winslet lives in England. Cameron Diaz lives in Los Angeles. They both have bad breakups. They get on this thing where they exchange houses. Kate Winslet flies to Los Angeles to live in Cameron Diaz's house. Cameron Diaz flies over to England to live in Kate Winslet's house for Christmas. Jack Black ends up with Kate Winslet, and I just said to myself, why the hell am I still watching this? This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. But it got to a point, well, I've gone this far. I've got to see it through. But like you said, it just shows that a man's gonna come along, and you go all the way to Los Angeles, and she goes all the way to Los Angeles to meet Jack Black, and Cameron Diaz goes all the way to England to meet Jude Law, and they fix everything, and all is right with the world. I'm like, yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. If you made a realistic Christmas movie, then it would just be about drinking too much, cursing out your family, and passing out on the couch.
Watching Christmas Vacation.
Pretty much.
That's a good one.
That is essentially the most accurate Christmas movie ever made.
Spending time around relatives you don't want to be around. Yeah. Like I said,
where's everybody going? No. We're in this together.
Mm-hmm. God, that was such a good movie.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Oh God. So, like I said, but sometimes you get roped in though, and you gotta see how something ends, and you're like, "That's it." I got
forced to watch that with some girlfriend, and I really have tried to forget as much as I can about it.
The sad thing is, I was just flipping through the channels, and I watched it alone here, and I'm like, what? I'm like, what? And again, I'm like shaking my head. Why am I still watching this? Why? It was completely baffling. And then after a while,
probably because of all the stars in it. It's like one of those things where I've watched plenty of movies that suck ass, but they've got like a great cast. So you still end up watching the damn thing through. But I've come to a point where between working for video stores and that kind of thing, if a movie doesn't pass the 15-minute test with me, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the one good thing I did like was Jack Black was really good in it, because he didn't play goofball. He didn't play like some like slacker or guy who's like underachiever or whatever. He was a composer for a film composer, and and I've often said that people say you have representation, and I always say that if I had representation in every movie, then everything would star Jack Black. So because I'm like, yeah, I was like, that's like the one camera, like, and I'm like watching him, I'm like, yeah, okay, I can relate.
It does need to be said though about, and I don't know why everybody acts so surprised every time a comedian does a really great job in a dramatic role, because this is something right after your own heart, I'm sure, Rob. Guess what, folks? Comedy is a hell of a lot harder than drama.
Oh yeah.
So it's very easy for a comedian to slip into a role like Robin Williams and win an Oscar, because this is easy. I can manipulate you so easily in every other way, but making somebody laugh is hard to do.
Yeah, there's that old saying, dying is easy, comedy is hard. So yeah, Captain Robert, he didn't play typical Jack Black. Yeah, he was very much cast against type.
Well, every one of them has done it. Adam Sandler, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy.
Oh,
you name them. George Carlin. Even Adam Sandler's done it, yeah. So, I mean, Jim Carrey. Did I say him already? But
well, I wish one thing. I do wish Kate Winslet would do more comedic roles. I think she might have she might not have the range.
You'll have that too, yeah. Where you'll have like these really dramatic guys or gals who have really great comedic timing, but don't do enough comedy.
Well, you have certain people who play well off another actor.
Oh yeah, and that too.
Yeah, and like I said, as bad as this movie I thought it was, I thought she did play well off of Jack Black. I really did. It just seems like yeah. And that's like I said, and I knew in no way in real life would the two of these be together. But for that moment on screen, like, yeah, I can see this.
Well, and you got another great example of a movie where the movie itself could have been better had the casting been better, and that's that one with, and I know you don't like him, Seth Rogen, but Knocked Up. What's her face? Katherine Heigl or however you pronounce it or whatever, completely miscast in that role. They needed somebody different in that role, because I get what they were going with that movie, but it was just difficult. It had nothing to do with Seth Rogen.
Somebody recently called Brie Larson this generation's Katherine Heigl. They make a big deal out.
She kind of is. She's a little. Just wait until she starts. No, just wait until she starts bad mouthing, like Kevin Feige or somebody. Or whoever gives her, it'll be Marvel Studios. There's not enough white men, there's too many white men at Marvel or in Disney.
Oh, Anson Mount.
Yeah.
Anson Mount just shared a behind the screens picture of on the set of STD. Hold on, it's actually pretty good.
Oh, another one? Yeah, he had a video out, and
let's see if I can get that up here.
Old DM says we could ask your best comedians, but they're all dead. That's pretty telling. Well, and it's not. The sad part is there's probably a good group of really funny people out there waiting to be found, but they'll never be found because of this PC bullshit culture.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Rob can, and he's looking all sexy there. Look at that. Ooh, ladies, look at that. He's showing some chest. Ooh. Ladies and men. I should be more open.
Ladies or some guys out there. You never know.
I mean, it's the whole Star Trek thing.
I feel sorry for him because he was a great actor in a very bad situation.
He must have
if
thought
we never gave that show credit. Hell, we felt sorry for Anson Mount. We should have had him a little deal for him every week. We should have had a moment of silence for him every week or something. Just to show respect for what he's putting
I know. He's such a good actor.
I never knew it until, actually, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I've seen him around, but I never really gave him any props until, what was that show we did? The Marvel one. Inhuman. And I'm like, this guy is actually pretty good. He's the only reason I kept watching it past like the 3 or 4 episodes past what we reviewed, because I'm like, I'll give it a shot because, it's an interesting premise, and this, the few of the actors are really good, but I felt sorry for him there. And then they bring him on here, and I'm like, well, wait a minute, this guy should be the star of the fucking show. What is going on here? He sucks the air out of the room when he's in the scenes already. He's the guy you focus on. He's your Kirk. He's your Picard. He's your guy. I'm sorry, he's a white guy. Is that the problem?
Even the fans, like even the people who like Discovery, want a Pike series, and the fact that they can't even give them a Pike series, like for the people who like Star Trek Discovery, is so insulting to me.
I'd put up with Mock Spock for fucking a Pike series right now, to be honest. Compared to STD.
I would watch it. I'm not kidding. I would watch it, and I would probably enjoy it more than Discovery. And I would probably give it a fair shot, because, or at least a less biased shot, because it'd be like, okay, at least they're listening to the fans. No, they're not going to do that. They really, really need to bring them in. I don't want Kurtzman involved, though. That's for damn sure. That's my condition. I do not want that Kurtzman stink all over Star Trek anymore. He just needs to go.
Well, speaking of, go ahead, Rob.
That's the linchpin in all this. What are you going to say? Yeah. Speaking of what? Star Trek?
Speaking of Star Trek, that's a good segue into our final story we forgot about earlier. There was Star Trek news. It's the number one. It was the number one story until I added Sigourney Weaver. That animated series at Nickelodeon has been greenlit.
All right, let me make a note of that.
So this is the kiddie one, right? This is the one that's going to be more oriented towards kids. This is like lower decks or whatever.
What are they doing?
This is not Lower Decks.
No, okay. How are they going to make Star Trek for little kids?
Well, here's how.
That I can see more so than what they've been doing with STD. I mean, look at the old Filmation series. You made that work on there. It was almost like regular Trek. It was just a little bit more dumbed down. I don't want to use that term because it wasn't dumbed down.
It was a little less heavy. It was a little less heavy.
Yeah, a little less heavy, and not as serious in some aspects. But it was still very much Trek. And you can do Trek. That's what we've said from the beginning. Trek, it should be family friendly.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like for kids shows, have you seen a kids show recently? They are basically just shapes. Yeah, they're just shapes thrown and colors thrown at a screen to get a kid to look up from their tablet every once in a while, because they're that I have no idea. Like there's one on Disney XD that is just a talking pickle that or a face, like it's just a talking like mouth thing. Like I'll have to find it. It's such a weird thing. Kid shows are not. Yeah, I know it's worse than that. No, kid that, and that's not even a kid show. Kid shows are way worse.
All right. Well, here is how. Hold on, Tim on Flip. Tim on Flip's in chat. This comparison is not fair for Heigl. Heigl has a nice butt. Yeah, okay. All right, I buy that.
And she can smile too.
Yes, she looks pretty when she smiles. She doesn't look like she's someone's holding her at gunpoint. Or she doesn't look like an ex-wife you owe back child support to. Somebody actually said that about Brie Larson.
Crazy ex-girlfriend you can't get away from, though.
Yeah, I think Ethan Van Sciver said that.
Yeah. Okay, but this is the premise. Okay, this is a premise. Animated Star Trek series greenlit at Nickelodeon. I'm taking this from Variety. An animated Star Trek series has officially been given the green light by CBS Television and Nickelodeon. Variety has learned. The new CG animated series, okay, here's the premise. The new CG animated series will follow a group of lawless teens who discover a derelict starship and use it to search for adventure, meaning, and salvation.
So that's illegal in the Federation? Oh, fuck me. No. You don't want to glorify theft of a starship. Are you fucking stupid, Alex Kurtzman?
Yes, they are. They are stupid.
Wouldn't like the first time
every teenager does it at least once.
Why don't I go find your pants?
That's right.
I'm angry about this because the second
you're angry about that, but I'm angry about it being CG. What is that? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna look like shit. It's gonna be stupid. It's gonna be another CG animated piece of shit. It's going to be. Here's the thing: the second they turn on that ship, the computer will send the people will be able to track it and say, "Hey, there's a Federation starship here." You know,
Well, they did. Oh, yeah, derelict Starfleet ship. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is derelict starship. Derelict starship. Well, they they actually watch Star Trek to be able to.
Would you like to see my derelict mecha?
Like they don't understand. It's all like it's not like Star Wars, which is a ragtag fleet of whatever the hell they can piece together and make them kind of look similar, right? Star Trek is like, here's your serial number, here's your VIN number, here is your registry. Each ship has a name and a class and a registration and a
transponder which tracks.
I wish I had a Wookiee.
Sort of like space GPS transponder.
I have
and the
a
second you
Wookiee.
turn on that ship, it's going to give their location. They've never seen Star Trek. They're trying to make Star Wars. They think they're making Star Wars, and that's what pisses me off.
All right. Well, let's continue with this. As Variety previously reported, the series hails from Kevin and Dan Hagman, the pair behind Troll Hunters and Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu, as well as iAnimation Productions, CBS's new animation arm, Secret Hideout, and Roddenberry Entertainment. Ramsey Naito, EVP of Executive Vice President of Animation, Production, and Development at Nickelodeon, will oversee the show. Star Trek, Nickelodeon, and the State of Animation are doing incredibly ambitious things as of late. We couldn't be more excited to jump aboard, said Dan and Kevin Hagman.
You know what else is Spinjitzu?
What there?
All this positive Star Wars, Star Trek bullshit.
Oh, yes.
That's Spinjitzu.
Yes. Alex Kurtzman, Heather Caden, Katie Krentz, Rod Roddenberry, and Trevor Roth will serve as executive producers on the project alongside the Hagmans. Aaron Byers will serve as co-executive producer. Is this Alex Kurtzman saying this? Or yeah,
Probably.
Alex Kurtzman.
And
Get the ding up.
I'm
Get
there.
the ding up.
I'm already
Okay, here we go. Star Trek's mission is to inspire generations of dreamers to build a brighter future. Dan and Kevin have crafted a story that honors its exploratory spirit in a way that's never been done before, while the Nickelodeon team blew us away with their excitement at bringing Trek to a younger generation around the world, said Kurtzman, who signed a 5-year deal at CBS Television to oversee last summer to oversee Trek series. Okay, last year, that's it. That's it for Klutzman. Last year, All Access gave 2-season order to another Star Trek animated series, Star Trek Lower Decks, with the show being created by Rick and Morty writer Mike McMahon. Lower Decks will target a more mature audience and focus on the support crew serving on one of Starfleet's least important ships. The announcement marks CBS Television Studios continuing to push and expand the Star Trek universe, which already includes Lower Decks, Star Trek Discovery, and 2 shows currently in the works at All Access: an Untitled Chapter, Jean-Luc Picard project, and a drama centered on Michelle Yeoh's Discovery character. Fuck.
That has not been picked up.
Yeah, that's not picked up.
Does not have a series order.
You're fired.
Does not have a series order. Well, we got early reaction to this news. Okay. They're just ensuring Star Trek's going to suck.
That's behind.
So how about that Cobra Kai? At least we have something good.
Yes, you guys need to watch Cobra Kai so we can talk some Cobra Kai.
I have one episode left.
Cobra
I need to
Kai
watch it.
never dies.
Mm-hmm.
But now I have 2 more videos to make. I still have like 3 Brie Larson ones to upload, and
oh boy,
Throw Thunderstruck on it.
well, they have who was it?
Do you have any idea
had
how much the rights
Breitbart
are? I don't think we can afford it. I already got it. It's in my car.
Sometimes I see the updates on Twitter. I'm like, damn girl, when do you sleep?
Me? Never.
Well, you're a robot.
She's about like me. She sleeps like once or twice every 3 days for like 2 hours, probably.
Well, I'll wake up like in the middle of the. Well, I'll go to sleep at like 4, but I probably won't get to sleep until like 6 some nights, and then I'll wake up like at 9 for like an hour or half an hour, and then I'll go back to sleep for like an hour, and then and then I might take a nap like in the evening sometimes.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I haven't slept a solid night in years. So I mean, I usually wake up around. I go to bed. I wake up and somewhere around 3 or 4. Then I have trouble getting back to sleep. So
Yeah.
probably does my sleep patterns get all screwed up. So. Well, then again, you are a robot, so I mean,
Yeah. Plus, we have like the cult podcast at like 11 o'clock at night, and
yeah, I try. I as much as I like it, I try. I can't stay up for very late anymore.
just watch it back the next day.
Yeah, I know, but still, I like to contribute in the chat.
Captain April says I keep vampire hours. I do, and vampire friends apparently.
My niece wants to ask me if I was a vampire. Are you a vampire? I'm like, why do you say that? Why do you say that, Sarah? Because you don't go out during the daytime. And she asked me if I was nocturnal. She walks into the house. Is this your lair? I'm like, yes, it's my lair, Sarah. My
Aren't you also a robot? They ask in chat.
Me? No. Well, I'm a Jewish robot, so that's yes. I have to take the Sabbath off, by sundown Friday. Yeah. So yeah, they have to just keep me fueled up with the Manischewitz and gefilte fish. So matzo. I sleep on a bed of matzo. For the record, I'm not Jewish. No. So that's Robot Shlomo is a name somebody gave me from the previous podcast I used to do, Reality Wasted. They saw I spell my name with 2 B's, and they said they call me Robot. Said robots are robots are listening to the show. And Shlomo Shlomo came up at trivia night one. Sorry to bore you with this, Tom.
No.
Shlomo came up one night at trivia.
I just thought of a dad joke. That's why I groaned.
I thought you groaned at the Brie Larson article that I linked in our group.
No,
chat.
I haven't seen that yet. But I did groan at something else you sent me about Goonies, remember?
Oh yeah, they're talking about possibly rebooting the Goonies.
Not a sequel.
Reboot.
All those talks of a sequel where the kids of the Goonies would get together, and yeah, that's all out the window.
Wow.
The original cast gone. No more to be seen.
We actually had a trivia question. Name the original Goonies.
Anyway, everybody's talking about vampires in the chat. I thought of a dad joke that Rob would like.
Which is?
What's Dracula? What song does Dracula hate the most?
What?
Here comes the sun.
Good Day Sunshine.
That's a bad joke right
Ghost
there.
actually remade Here Comes the Sun. It was really a good version.
Nolte, the unbearable ingratitude of Marvel's Brie Larson.
Anyway. I played a vampire one time at in improv. We had this game called Bus Stop. 2 characters were waiting for a bus, and so I wasn't supposed to say I was a vampire, but we were waiting for a bus, and he goes, all right, good evening, beautiful night. Say, do you know what time the bus will be by? I hope it's here before sunrise. By the way, could you squeeze this fresh lemon on your neck? It is good for the blood. I mean, for the skin. It's just like I kept thinking of, like, if I was a vampire, I just want blood. I want something on that blood, like ketchup, lemon juice. And it turned out that was funny. So, would you mind drinking this bottle of barbecue sauce? Good for the blood.
See, luckily you had more of an improv group than what we're stuck with stupid Star Trek Discovery and Michelle Paradise saying, "Oh, I'm Groundlings trained. I can say yes and on everything." Oh, fuck me.
No, it's not yes and. It's accept than justify.
Giggity?
Somebody was pretending to spank me on stage one time. And I had,
What
and I
kind of
think
show was this? Was this in
this
like
was an exercise we did to, yeah. Somebody, I had to accept and justify. And it's just like it says, and I said something to the effect, "Oh yes, I'm a bad little boy." Just yes, I have a we were we did this other game where you would just act all crazy out, and then a bell would go off, and whatever position you were in, you'd have to accept and justify. So somehow I had my arms around this other guy, and I just said, and ding, I just had to accept and justify. I just said, "You are the best altar boy ever." So yeah, so that's the kind of stuff we did. I did commercials for edible underwear. Tonight's show brought to you by edible underwear.
I'm just waiting for somebody to send me those in my PO box now.
Edible underwear?
Yeah, because I got the garter belt.
Oh my god! Shouldn't we be talking about this off air?
Probably.
Why did it come from you?
This is family entertainment, folks.
No, it did not.
No, I
as family friendly as Star Trek Discovery.
You're going straight to hell for that one.
No, I did not. I did not send you the garter belt. I did not send you the edible undies. So,
I mean, I'm kind of to the point where people, I'm like, there was this thing I was talking to Mary Mayhem about the other night. They have like this $500 laser hair removal that she used on well, she was just mentioning it, right? So I'm not gonna out her secret on that one, but dude, I would take a $500 laser hair removal thing, or those giant expensive like $90 sex toys and shit. Like those are expensive. Holy shit.
Yeah. I always say like I always say to Tom, if we're gonna do a PO box, please I ask people to put a limit on it. It's okay. You send me a little something here and there. I do not want anybody to send me anything extravagant.
Not me. Send me whatever. I don't care as long as it ain't a dead rat.
Yeah, those really expensive, like the rabbit vibrators with the little beads that go around. Yeah, and they spin. Those are really, or they're the lizards or whatever the hell they're called. They're expensive, but they're good.
And you're shy about singing. Just remember that.
I would rather get naked on camera than sing, because I get so afraid. It's like I put too much emotion in it.
Oh, we'll talk about this.
Then sing naked.
Let's sing naked. Well, then it's twice as bad.
Captain April, no.
Jenny did.
That's what Jenny did. Captain April, no. I am not related to Ernest and Julio Gallo. No. And I am not related, as far as I know, I'm not related to Agostino Gallo. No. There was actually a research scientist named Dr. Robert Gallo. I'm not related to him either. Shares my namesake.
Everybody always asks me if I'm related to Chuck Connors, or I can understand people asking me if I'm related to Stompin' Tom Connors. But like, yeah, any random person like why? Just because I could understand if I had a really, really, really strange last name and I looked a lot like a celebrity, but to me, that's almost like the same, racist kind of thing of thinking like every black person knows each other because they're black. To me, I don't get that. I've never asked anyone.
Yeah, like a super generic name, yeah.
Or somebody with like the name Johnson or Jackson. It's like, oh, you must be related to Michael just because your last name's Jack. It's like, no.
Stompin' Tom Connors is known for the song "Good Old Hockey Game." Hello out there.
I am not even remotely closely related to the guy, so
it's hockey night tonight. The tension grows.
I used that on Corner Gas. That was the first episode I ever saw of Corner Gas.
I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying, I mean, yeah.
Good old hockey game is the best game you can name. Pretty old song. But remember but you were saying about the garter belt. If I was gonna send you undies, I would send you the gift card to Victoria's Secret or Fabrics of Hollywood or whatever.
If I send them, will you wear them and send them back?
No.
I don't eat them.
That's return postage. No.
Only if they're edible undies, though. No, I'll eat them anyway. I don't care.
Like I said, no. Just so you can, like I said, you could choose whatever you want. So that you could choose them whatever you want. So that would be my MO personally.
Yeah, he just wants pictures.
Way to go, Tom. Supposed to ease into that.
See, you just need me to bounce on camera again, don't you?
Hey, I'm not gonna ask, but if you feel compelled to do so, raise a little bit more money for yourself.
Well, I haven't seen it move. Like maybe if I see it move, I will. If I see the GoFundMe get any more money, then I will.
Okay. All right. Well,
There,
I
then
think
I'll-
people are. I don't want to put a bad mojo on it, but I think people are seeing that you've hit your goal, and they might say, "Oh well, she doesn't need it anymore."
Yeah, that's true. I didn't put any like food money or stripper money or fun stuff.
Yeah, stripper money's important. That shit goes fast.
Yeah, do you guys want me to go and get lap dances?
Pictures.
I'm gonna share something. I'm gonna share something with you right now. I've never been to a strip club.
All right, so if
That's what we're doing, Rob.
What was that?
We're going to a strip club.
see, that's only fun if you go with people who've never been to one.
Exactly. I haven't been to one in years, but it's just like, yeah, you've been there, done that a couple times.
Yeah.
It costs too damn much money for nothing.
Right?
Yeah. Well, the things I've seen strippers at bachelor parties, but I've never been to a strip club. Friends of mine would go without me. Then they would ask me, like a week later, "Hey, yay! Oh, yeah, I went to the strip club. Hey, how come you didn't go?" I'm like, "Yeah, how come I didn't go?" Do you ever? We have these things called telephones. You could have called me and say, "Hey, Rob, we're going out tonight." So, yeah, which is why I had to get new friends. So.
See, just get out to Vegas. We're probably gonna end up at a strip club. Pete is demanding it.
You're bad.
No, I know we're gonna have Pete there. We're gonna have Jesse Miller. I just talked to Gary on Twitter here.
Neurotic, yeah.
There. So Gary from Neurotic. I don't think Gary will be at the strip club, unless Mr. Neurotic's down for it. But so I mean, he's more than welcome to if he wants to head out there. But yes, he will be in Vegas for the Star Trek convention streaming. I will be out there streaming, getting into a lot of trouble. I want to do the zip line between the buildings in the Rio.
My big prop. Oh, you're staying at the Rio?
Yes, I'm going to stay at the Rio. So I want to do the zip line in between. Well, that's where the convention is too.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, and it's like right close. It's really close to the Bellagio. I want to see the fountains of the Bellagio. I want to do like that giant Ferris wheel thing. It's kind of like the Eye in London. It's like the observation. Like, I want to do that. I want to do Gordon Ramsay burger. There's so many things you want to do, and then I won't have time. It's like, yeah, I'll just go to.
You want to do Gordon Ramsay?
No, I want to do I want to eat at the burger place. I want to eat a burger there, a giant hamburger.
I don't think on it.
I want to drink a lot, and I want to get smashed, and I want to look at.
That's what we need, Rob. We need girls jumping on trampolines, just like the Man Show.
Like the Man Show.
We can have guys jumping on there too, flopping around. I don't care. I don't think you guys want us jumping around on there.
Opportunity.
Hey, I lost 15 pounds, so you never know.
So, well, there you go. We'll have Rob do it. So, you don't want me doing it.
I got a long way to go still, so.
Yeah.
But so Vegas will, if I make it out to Vegas, we will report back on Mecca corrupting me. She's gonna send this nice Catholic Italian boy down a path of debauchery and whatever else we could think of. So, but yeah. So my big problem, like I said, the other thing too is, like I said, I'm not going to go to a strip club alone. That's the other thing. How do we get that? How do we get on this topic? I don't know.
See, I don't want to go to a strip
We
club.
always get on this topic. Well, this
that's different, right?
Well, hold on. You drowned her out. What'd you say?
Oh, who, me or him? I said,
okay.
If there's like a lot of people going to a strip club, then it's okay. Then it's fun. You never want to go. You don't never want to be the creep going by yourself.
Yeah, Barney Stinson. You don't want to be Barney. So
it looks weird.
Well, yeah. Well, especially if you go for the buffet too. That's the strip club buffet.
Oh,
No,
you're in the home of like all of the biggest buffets in the world, right?
Yeah. Probably eat cheap out there too.
Depending on where you go, I can recommend some of the off-strip buffets, but
Okay, well, you know what? If I go, I would have to coordinate with you because you know more than I do about this.
Yeah, I lived there for like 12 years, so.
Okay. What about you, audience? Would you like me to go to Vegas and have Mecha Random corrupt me, lead me down a seedy life of cheap booze and fast women? or would you like to see my
Go see
my
Roman and be like, I'm an internet celebrity. I have a podcast.
I've never been anywhere, so.
I'm surprised Andre isn't sending you guys to cover the convention.
I don't think Andre's aware of it.
Well, not only that, we don't really make that much damn money. You know, I mean,
But he could probably get you guys
keep the lights on, so. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we should start a deal. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if people would really want us to go or not. I don't know. I mean,
would they?
Well, I mean, it's the Star Trek convention. They always have news about it. Like that. Like last year when Picard went out on stage, you know, it kind of broke the internet a little bit.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine what type of.
Oh, I totally go, but I can't afford it. Yeah.
Set up GoFundMe's for 10 Minutes Edge to Vegas.
Valor J Omega. Rob, isn't that your life already? No, it's not. Sadly.
What, buffets and strip clubs? No,
Yeah.
you're thinking about ordering and fucking porno.
Yeah.
Pizza and porno.
Chinese nachos.
I had a band years ago. We called ourselves Pizza and Porno. No shit.
I think Chinese nachos is a good one.
That is too. Yes.
I wanted if I was younger, I wanted to start a band named Love, Death, and Robots. That's a great name for a band.
Isn't that
true.
Yeah, it is. I'm like, but I would steal
That'd
that
be a good name for an album too, if not. And Love, Death, and Robots. That would be a good show too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Name my first comedy album was gonna be Nukes for the Masses. Have me dressed as the Statue of Liberty with like missiles coming out of the ground.
Lee Crystal one says we got to bounce for the Bucks. You guys don't want to see us bounce, I'm sure. At least
come on. Mine is money.
We'd have to come up with a better gimmick than that.
All right. Okay, let's
steal my thing. You're trying to steal my thing, though.
Yeah,
I can't.
No, we'd have to. Like I said, we'd have to come up with something different. Yeah, I don't want to steal Mecca's thing. Besides, she's got much better boobs than I do. Even, and I don't think I could compete with that.
All right. Well, I think it's a good place to wrap it up. What do you think?
It's Saturday. It's up to you guys.
Yeah, I'm either gonna stream tonight if anybody wants me to, or I do have 2 videos I probably should make for the weekend.
Yeah, we might as well shut her down. Don't matter to me. Yeah. I think we lost a quarter of the audience already, so bounce your will. That would really get us demonetized.
Do we have any dramatic soap opera music?
I don't know. I got sad Hulk music.
No, we need soap opera music.
Oh shit. Let's see here.
Oh my god, let's see what we got. We have to.
I got something here, I'm sure.
Oh, that's old soap opera music.
Yeah, that's Will Rob make it to Vegas? Will he be corrupted by a crimson-haired damsel's womanly wiles? Will he embark on a life of debauchery, hedonism? Will Tom survive the crash? Will Mecca get her?
Well, I get my
get her
what?
gender changed? Will you get your gender fluid changed?
No.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
What does that involve?
I don't know. Just putting you on a lift and Okay.
Require a 2-dicked Klingon to do the job or something.
Whoa. Yeah. You put it in, you shake it up, and then I don't know, take it out.
Okay. All right, everybody. like I said, Mecca's gonna do a live stream. So
I don't know. Am I gonna stream? Because we got Pete's coming up at 11. So yeah, I guess I could stream. I guess I should stream, huh?
creepy little book tonight.
Yeah, because we got Pete at 11, I believe. Let me see.
Oh,
Let me
it's going
check.
on.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
I got time to do that. I got time to stream for like an hour and a half, maybe. Yeah, if I start at the 9:30 my time, 10:30 Central.
All right. Okay. So all right. If you let's wrap this up. Okay. Let me make a note here. If you like what we do, why wouldn't you? Click like, subscribe, bell icon, main channel, like, subscribe, bell icon over there. So you're notified of all updates. Patreon, bloopers, outtakes, lost episodes, and more. Check us out for a little $1 a month over there. We got, if you can't support us through Patreon, like, subscribe, share with everybody. Cannot do this without you. Mecca, tell them about yourself and your channel.
I'm Mecha Random 42, and we're going to Vegas, and I'm setting up my stream right now. We're going to Vegas. I talk about Star Wars, Star Trek, Marvel stuff, DC stuff, the movies and stuff anyway. And I complain about crazy SJW nonsense. What else do I do? I have Twitter, I have Patreon, I have the Creepy Little Book podcast, which is paranormal and occult. What else? What else do we do? I do everything.
You bounce.
And I bounce.
Okay, that's it. We don't have anybody else on right now. So, okay, everybody. Tune in for more debauchery, good times at the next Midnight Sedge After Dark. We'll have all the latest updates for you and more. Be right here. Thank you very much.
How bohemian!
Oh! Hey! I hate that stupid puppet!
I like big Asian butts, and I cannot lie.